Now guys, we're an elephant. Oh my gosh, look at this. That's ridiculous, guys. We have a freaking elephant's face with my beard, and my crown just looks freaking awful. Oh my gosh. Yo, what is going on, Twistificates? My name is Damon. Welcome back to another Minecraft mod review. Today we're checking out the LotsOMobs mod. This mod adds in tons of new awesome mobs into Minecraft, those including things such as elephants, to lizards, to whales, and to deers. Definitely a pretty cool mod, guys, so let's see if we can take 1 second to smack the like button. Let's see if we get to 100 plus likes on this video. Anyways, let's get started with the mod. Alright guys, so before we get into the craftable items of this mod, let's take a look at some of the mobs added into the different regions of Minecraft. Alright, so first things first, we have the forest and plains biomes, and these are the mobs added into the forest and plains biomes, those including the deers, the boar, the bear, squirrel, snake, cockroach, and snakes, I said snakes already, and the bunny. Alright, so let's go ahead and just put all this into our inventory and spawn some of them down and take a look at all of the awesome little features that they have. Alright, so first off, we have two of the deers, and the two deers are basically the same. They function the same and drop the same items, but they have slightly different colors, as you can see. So when you kill these guys, they basically drop their meat, as well as the horns and the dirty deer hide, which you could then use to craft our various armors. So yeah, they're basically the same, and as you can see, they're dropping basically the same items. Alright, so moving on, we have the boar, and the boar is this lovely little boar animal here that has 13 health. The deer, by the way, has 10 health, and when you kill this guy, he basically drops the boar meat, and the boar meat can then be used to tame our bears, and I'm pronouncing those names wrong, but anyways, when you kill him, you do get the boar slayer achievement. And also, let's go ahead and spawn on a bear, two of the bears, and for some reason these guys are hostile and they do like want to attack you. As you can see, they're like following me around, and they do have 20 health each, but for some reason when they kind of interact, they can't really interact with you. I mean, when they do touch you, they can't really do anything, so that's pretty weird. So as you can see, their model, if you take a look here in third person, is very cool. They're kind of fat, but yeah, so you could tame them, or not tame them, you could breed them by using the boar meat. So let's go ahead and just grab some of that and kind of feed these guys. Not sure if I could get them to mate here, but you're supposed to be able to kind of mate them using the boar meat. But when you kill these guys, they do have the chance of dropping fishes, as well as they do drop leather and also beef. So let's go ahead and kill this guy, and as you can see, he drops some of our raw beef. Definitely awesome. Alright, so the next mob we have is, let's see, the squirrel. And squirrel is available in two different colors, the gray and the orange, and as you can see, they look very cool. And when you kill these guys, they basically drop the normal Minecraft leather. You can then use this to craft the normal leather armor in Minecraft. Alright, moving on, we have the snake, and the snake is a hostile mob, so let's go ahead and just put it on easy mode. So I guess if I could spawn down the bear in peaceful, I guess it's not a hostile mob, but it does like follow you around for some reason. By the way, guys, the squirrel has 7 health, and the snake, as you can see, is a poisonous mob. I believe it does poison you, so let's go ahead and stay still here. But I'm not sure how much health he has, because the damage indicator is not really showing. Alright, there you go, 13 health, and as you can see, he's basically killing me, and that's very ferocious, I guess, because he's doing quite a lot of damage on me. I think it's about, let's see, 1.5 hearts, so definitely you need to stay away from this guy. Alright, so let's see what he drops. He drops the raw reptile meat, because the snake is obviously a reptile. So we do get an achievement for killing him, which is called Reptile Slayer. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and just kill the squirrel and pick up his leather. Alright, moving on, we have the cockroach, and this guy is basically a very tiny mob, which is tameable, and he has 3 out of 8 health when he's not tamed. But when you tame him using rotten flesh, he actually grows to an enormous size, and he also increases in health to 8 health. So let's go ahead and just grab some of that rotten flesh and tame him, and he turns into this huge kind of scary looking cockroach. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. He follows you around and he fights for you, and it just, whoa, that's crazy. There you go. So you see, he's fighting for me. Awesome. You guys see that? I fed him enough rotten flesh where it made the cockroach fight for me. Oh no, you're dead. You killed my buddy. That's so sad. Alright, so apparently the bear does attack me. I'm not sure why. I guess I wasn't peaceful, so he wasn't able to attack me. But anyways, yeah, he doesn't really stand a chance. Anyways, moving on, guys, we have the swamps and jungles. So the swamps and jungles includes mobs such as the poison dart frog, as well as the normal frog, bullfrog, worm, gorilla, turtle, gecko, and the crocodile. So definitely awesome. So let's grab all of these and take a look at what they do. Alright guys, so moving on, we have the frogs, those including the poison dart frog, the frogs, as well as the bullfrog. And the bullfrog is the largest, and he is tameable, and he basically goes up to 20 health when you tame him with the smash bug. But anyways, he follows you around, all that cool stuff. But basically all the frogs have various different shapes, sizes, and colors, and the poison dart frog actually poisons you when you touch him. So as you can see, I am instantly poisoned for about 5 seconds, dependent on the poison frog that you do touch. And when you kill this guy, he basically has 4 health, and he does drop the slime ball along with the frog legs. The slime ball is a rare drop, and it happens kind of common, even though they call it a rare drop. But the frog has 4 health, and we kill this guy. Yet again, he drops the slime ball along with the frog legs. And when you kill the bull frog, he drops basically the same thing. Yet again, this time he only dropped the frog legs. So definitely pretty cool. Yet again, if you spawn on a few of these frogs, you can see that they have different sizes and shapes and colors. They're fairly similar to each other, but as you can see, the poison one is kind of different from one another. So definitely pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill all these guys because they're just like touching me and I'm freaking getting poisoned like every second. Alright, so we got all of our delicious frog legs and all of our awesome slime balls, which you can use to make pistons now, or sticky pistons. Alright guys, moving on, we have the worm, and the worm yet again is found in the swamps and jungle biome, and they could be basically found by taking a look at this kind of thing that's kind of shooting out of the ground. It's basically a particle animation that's basically going to tell you that there's a worm there, and the worm has 2 health, and when you basically hit that thing, you can see that the worm dies. So I'm not really too sure what this drops, so let's go ahead and just keep continuously killing this to see what it does. I don't think it really drops anything, but it just looked pretty weird, like having this kind of shoot out of the ground randomly. So maybe you could use this for decorations, I'm not sure, but definitely pretty cool because of that particle animation. So as you can see, I can just like kill all of these and really does nothing. So that's awesome. Anyways, moving on, we have the gorilla, which is a hostile mob that's added yet again into the same region, and this guy basically attacks you. He has 20 health, and when you kill him, he basically drops our raw beef along with something else. I think it's, let's see, let's kill another one and see what he basically drops. Alright, come on, why are you running away from me? Stop running away. I thought you were a hostile mob supposed to be attacking me. There we go. So I guess he only drops the raw beef, but he does have 20 health, and it's quite the challenge if you have, say, wooden tools or a wooden weapon. Alright, so let's go ahead and spawn another one, take a closer look at this guy. So as you can see, his arms and his body's really well like modeled, and his face just looks pretty dang cool. Alright, awesome. Let's go ahead and just crit hit him before he kills us. So as you can see, I was right, he does drop leather along with the raw beef, so definitely pretty cool. Anyways, moving on, we have the turtle, and the turtle is tameable by using some of the apples. So let's just use some of the apples to tame this guy, and there we go. So he increases up to 10 health from 8th, and when he basically does that, he just follows you around, and that's pretty cool because now we got a pet turtle. Awesome. I always wanted a pet turtle. But when you kill this guy, he basically drops the raw reptile meat, I believe he's supposed to. Let's go ahead and spawn a few of these guys down so we can see what they drop, and I guess he doesn't drop anything. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to drop the raw reptile meat like all of the reptiles added in. Anyways, moving on, we have the gecko, and the gecko is basically a small little cute guy. As you can see, his eyes look pretty awesome, and he drops the raw reptile meat when you kill him, and he also has 5 health. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and just kill this guy. As you can see, he's dropping our awesome raw reptile meat, and you can use this to obviously have a good source of food in Minecraft. Anyways, moving on, we have, last but not least, a crocodile, which is the most fearsome reptile and fearsome mob that you could find in the swamps and jungles. And basically, he's this huge freaking crocodile that basically moves very, very slow in Minecraft, and he has 16 health, and he's just really flat and very skinny. But anyways, when you hit this guy and you kill him, he basically drops a raw reptile meat. Oh my gosh, don't kill me, don't kill me. Cheat. There we go, heal player. And you can't really get close to this guy unless you have a bow or something, so definitely keep that in mind because he does have like a ranged attack box against you. So yeah, that's just one thing to keep in mind. And he does drop our reptile meat yet again. So apparently he dropped cooked reptile meat. I'm not really sure why that happened. Let's see if we go ahead and spawn a few of these guys down and see if we could actually kill them. Oh gosh, the range on them is insane. Let's go ahead and just go into creative mode and kill these guys and see if they drop the cooked or raw reptile meat. So there we go. We got 3 reptile meat. Let's go ahead and kill this guy and see if he drops the cooked or raw one. So apparently he drops the cooked reptile meat. So I guess it's because it's a little bit more challenging to kill the crocodile. He drops the cooked reptile meat for some reason. Alright guys, so here's our camel, and it looks pretty damn awesome. So as you can see, he has a humps on his back as well as this awesome model. He has 10 health and is very similar to the cow. He is a passive mob, and you can also ride this guy by right clicking on him. You don't need a saddle or anything. You basically just right click, and you need to use something called a cacti on a stick to control his movements. So to craft a cacti on a stick, you basically use a cactus and place a fishing rod right above it on the crafting table. So as you can see, I'm basically controlling him wherever I look with the cacti on stick. It doesn't work perfectly, but it does work a little bit considering that this is kind of buggy. But anyways, that's pretty cool. You can ride a camel across the desert. Awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill this guy and see what he drops. So this guy, when you kill him, he basically has a chance of dropping leather, also raw camel meat. So you can then cook this and obviously have camel meat and just num on it all day and night. Awesome. Alright, so let's take a look at another mob added into the deserts biome, which is the lizard, which is very similar to the gecko. Kind of looks exactly the same as the gecko, but when you kill this guy, he basically drops the reptile meat, and that's pretty cool. So I guess it's just another mob that spawns in the desert biome because it's pretty much the same thing as a gecko. Alright guys, so moving on, we have the Savanna and the Hills, which includes mobs such as the giraffe, elephant, lion, and the goat. Now you're probably wondering, what the hell is the Savanna? Well, that's a new biome added in this mod, and basically here's a picture of that. I could not unfortunately find the biome myself because I searched around for like 40 minutes, could not find it, but anyways, that's how it looks, and that's pretty cool, and this is where all of these mobs spawn. But unfortunately, if you cannot find this biome yourself as well, you can also find these mobs in the Hills biome in vanilla Minecraft. But anyways, first off, we have the goat, which is a very awesome farm animal. This guy could basically be milked, sheared, and also bred using wheat. So if you go ahead and just right click him with a bucket, you could also get milk from this guy and then drink it. Awesome, delicious milk. And you can also shear this guy with a shear and get Angora wool, and then you can spin this into thread, which I'll show you guys a little bit later. But anyways, this guy has 8 health and is definitely pretty cool. Now, like I mentioned, you could breed him using the wheat. So if you go ahead and just feed him or feed these 2 goats some wheat, we could also kind of breed them. I'm not really sure how to do that because I'm not too familiar with breathing animals in Minecraft because I never really play vanilla Minecraft. But anyways, that's pretty cool. Alright, so moving on, we have the lion, and the lion basically drops the fur and the raw lion meat. This is a hostile mob. He has 30 health and is very slow for some reason, but anyways, considering it's a lion, it's supposed to be very fast. But anyways, when you kill this guy, like I mentioned, he does do a lot of damage, as you can see, but he drops the, let's see, he drops the dirty deer hide for some reason, and he also drops the raw lion meat. So I'm not sure why he's dropping the deer hide. That's pretty weird. But anyways, moving on, we have the elephant, and the elephant is this huge freaking passive mob. He has 35 health and just has like a huge head with a gigantic trunk. So if you go ahead and kill this guy, you can see that he will drop some of his hide, as well as he has a chance of dropping ivory, along with a rare chance of dropping his head. Also, one thing to mention is that the deer himself, when you kill him, he has a rare chance of dropping his head, which you can then wear on your own head. So that's pretty weird. Let's go ahead and just kill this guy and see what he drops. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything from the first elephant that we killed. But anyways, this guy basically drops some elephant hide along with the ivory, like I mentioned, and some raw beef. So definitely pretty cool. You can then use this elephant hide to obviously craft the elephant armor, which I'll show you guys at the end of this video, but definitely pretty cool. So guys, last but not least, for our Savanna and Hills biome, we have the giraffe, which has 13 health and can be bred using the wheat. So let's go ahead and spawn 2 of these guys down yet again. I don't know how to breed these animals, but you could use the wheat just like the goat to basically have them mate. So definitely pretty cool. When you kill this guy, they drop the leather and the beef, so awesome. So let's go ahead and kill this guy, and as you can see, they drop leather and raw beef. Alright guys, so moving on, we have the, let's see, what did we skip? We have the beach, rivers, and oceans, as well as the flying, and one more at the end over there. So definitely stay tuned to see all that awesome stuff. So let's get our inventory kind of set here and take a look at what's included with the beach, rivers, and oceans. Alright, so first off, we have the whale, the tropical fish, the narwhal, the fishies, as well as the hermit crabs. So let's go ahead and just grab these and take a look at what they all are. Alright guys, so first things first, we have the whale, which I'm going to spawn in this tiny little area of water. But anyways, once you spawn this guy, he's very, very huge. He is very fond of singing, so he sings a lot. He has 13 health, and he also has the ability to drop whale meat when you kill him. So definitely pretty cool. So let's go ahead and spawn out another one and just listen to these whales sing. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and kill these guys and grab some of our awesome, delicious whale meat. So as you can see, I got the achievement for Whale Slayer. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So as you can see, we got 12 raw whale meat from these 2 whales. So definitely a very good source of food if you're, say, on a survival world and you just need an extra boost at the beginning of your game. So definitely pretty cool. Alright, so let's go back into survival mode and spawn down our next animal, which is the tropical fish. Alright, so the tropical fish is basically these fishes that kind of spawn down. They have 1 health and they spawn in all different types of colors. So you can basically spawn down a ton of these guys, and as you can see, they look very, very cool. So if you go underwater, you can see that most of them are just committing suicide apparently against the wall, but they look very dang cool. And there's like Finding Nemo, and there's like another one. They're all very colorful and very pretty. They all have 1 health and they drop tons of raw fish. So if you can just find like a bunch of these guys, just punch them, they'll definitely drop a lot of food. So definitely a very good source of food, maybe even better than the whale. So who knows? But anyways, we have a bunch of raw fish and a bunch of raw whale meat now, so definitely awesome. Alright, next we have the narwhal or the narwhal, and this is basically a whale with a horn, and he basically drops ivory along with raw whale meat. So let's go ahead and just kill this guy. He's kind of stuck inside there. But as you can see, he drops some of our ivory, which we could use to craft various items that I'll show you guys a little bit later. But anyways, let's spawn on a few more and take a look at that. So let's just spawn on a few narwhals. There we go. And as you can see, this is awesome. We have like a bunch of them in here. I'm pretty sure you can't see it because of the shaders in the water, but definitely awesome as you can see here. So there's a baby one, there's larger ones at the top. Awesome. Alright, so let's go ahead and slaughter everything in here because we just need to clear this area up to spawn in other little fishies. Alright, so the fishies is basically these small types of fish that's similar to your tropical fish that spawn in all different types of colors, and they're just very cool to have in your game because they have only 1 health. They drop raw fish and they just have a good sense of like decoration into the world. Obviously they don't really do much, but they just have or included for a source of food and just for a source of basically populating the water a bit more than the normal Minecraft fish, which you can't really see. Anyways, moving on, we have the hermit crab, and this guy, when attacked, he basically hides in the shell, so you have to be very quick when attacking him. He has 20 health, and as you can see, when I tried to attack him, he just basically hides in there, and he still does die because, of course, you know, that doesn't stop him from being completely demolished. And he does drop the raw fish, which is pretty cool. He also has a chance of dropping the raw crab meat, which for some reason he doesn't really drop that often, but yeah, let's go ahead and kill another one. He has 80 health, which is just insane. Obviously, he has less or more health when he's kind of inside his crab shell, but he does, as you saw, attack you back. But like I mentioned, 20 health when he's not inside of his shell, but 80 when he's inside and kind of cocooned in there. So definitely awesome. Alright guys, moving on, we have the flying mobs that include the fly, the butterfly, the bee, the firefly, as well as the vulture and the bird. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at all of these awesome mobs. So these are very small mobs, and these spawn in basically almost every biome except for a vulture, which only spawns in the savannah. And the savannah yet again is added with this mod. But anyways, let's go ahead and spawn on the vulture first. And this is basically a huge bird that has 13 health, and as you can see, he flies very high in the sky. When he kills that guy, he basically drops the raw chicken as well as feathers, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure why he drops chicken, but they don't have their own corresponding mob drops. So let's go ahead and spawn him down very quickly. Kind of kill him as fast as we can. Let's go ahead. Ah, come on. Alright, so I need to kind of turn off the weather here. Let's see. I guess he flies lower when it's raining. I'm not sure why, but he kind of came back towards the ground when that happened. But anyways, let's spawn on the vulture again. Quickly, let's kill this guy. And as you can see, oh, he has too much health to kind of one-shot him. But yeah, he drops those items that include the raw chicken, like I mentioned, and the feathers. Alright, so moving on, we have the normal fly, which is a tiny little fly in Minecraft. He has 1 health, and he basically drops smash bugs when you kill him. That includes also the butterfly. He also drops smash bugs when you kill him. He flies away way too fast to actually hit him. But let's see if we can just kind of hit him very quickly. Come on. Nope, I don't think. Oh, we got him actually. That's pretty cool. So he does have a chance of dropping the smash bugs like I mentioned. So definitely pretty cool. Very similar to the normal Minecraft fly. Next we have the firefly, which glows in the dark at night. So let's go ahead and just turn it to nighttime, midnight, and take a look at that. So as you can see, he's glowing in the dark. And now when we kill this guy, he basically drops the smash bug, which is pretty cool. Awesome. Look at that night sky. Look at that. Oh, there's also look like a butterfly flying there. That's awesome. Alright, so let's change it back to noon and take a look at the next mob, which is the bee. And the bee is the ultimate snack for the frogs. Very similar to the firefly, not too different yet again. Have 1 health, and they drop basically honey when you kill them. So that's awesome. The honey can be used for eating. Alright guys, moving on, we have the bird. He has these awesome sounds. He has 5 health, as well as he, when killed, drops chicken and feathers, as you can see. So definitely awesome. He spawns in basically all of the biomes and just flies really high in the sky, along with our vultures, as well as our butterfly. So as you can see, there's one right up there. Alright guys, so last but not least, we have the Arctic and the Antarctica, which is a new biome added into Minecraft that includes the mobs penguin and the polar bear. Alright guys, so here's a picture of what that looks like on your screen. Unfortunately, yet again, cannot find this biome in the Minecraft world, but anyways, that's how it looks. So anyways guys, moving on, we have the polar bear. And the polar bear is very similar to the brown bear that we saw at the beginning of this video, except they're slightly bigger, have a greater chance of dropping raw fish, as well as they do drop the leather and the normal raw beef, but they have 19 health and they do a lot of damage. So if you go ahead and just kill this guy, you can see that he drops the raw fish as well as the raw beef. So definitely pretty cool. Alright, so next we have the penguin, which makes tons of noise in Minecraft. They have 8 health, and they're very, very annoying, but they look very, very cute, and they kind of wiggle their arms around. So as you can see, I cannot basically talk while they're making these very disgusting sounds. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill these guys. They do drop eggs as well as the feathers, which include this meat here, which is actually raw penguin meat. Alright guys, so moving on to the craftable items, we have the elephant armor set and the fur armor set. Now to craft these armor sets, you'll first need to gather something called a salt ore, which is a new ore added into your overworld. Once you mine that out, you'll get something called salt, which you see right here in my hand. Definitely pretty cool. Alright, so once you have that, you'll need to craft something called a salt bath, and to craft that you basically use this following crafting recipe. Now once you place that down onto the ground, you just right click with the salt to fill it up with salt, and then you need to place one of your dirty hides, which you get from killing the deer or the elephant or the lion apparently, and once you do that, you basically need to just right click the salt bath until you get the salted hide. And let's go ahead and just right click using the dirty deer armor or the dirty deer hide. And as you can see, if I right click enough, you can see that I now have the deer hide, which is now salted. Now once you have the salted armor, you basically need to craft something called a knife, and to craft a knife you basically use 1 iron ingot with a stick, and you basically place the salted deer hide into the tanning rack, which you can craft by using the following crafting recipe. Use the rope, which I'll show you guys how to craft in just a second, along with sticks and the salt bath to create the tanning rack. And once you have the tanning rack, you basically place a salted hide in there, and then you use the knife to right click and kind of scrape off the stuff on it, and now you have the hide, which you then just right click and you get it. So now you have the deer hide, which is just the plain normal deer hide, which you could then use with the same vanilla crafting recipes and shapes to craft the fur armor set. So definitely pretty cool. Alright, so to get the rope, you basically need to use the agora or agura. Let's see if we could find that in our menu there. So this is basically the same item that you get by shearing the goat, which you can see right there. So when you shear that guy, you basically get this agura wool, and basically you need to craft something called a spinning wheel, and the spinning wheel is basically crafted by using some sticks and some wooden slabs along with the wheel. And to craft the wheel, you basically use sticks in this configuration. And then once you have that, you basically right click the wheel using the agura wool in your hand, and once you do that enough times, you'll eventually get rope in your inventory. So as you can see, it's basically kind of taking all of my wool, and as you can see, I get 1 rope, or excuse me, I get actually 35 rope from that full stack of agura wool. So definitely pretty cool. Yet again, you can use this to craft the tanning rack, because the tanning rack needs 4 rope to actually craft. So that's definitely pretty cool. So that's basically how you craft the armor. It's basically the same thing for elephants. So if you go ahead and just kind of salt the elephant hide, it becomes dirty, or the dirty hide becomes the salted, and once you have the salted, we place it onto the tanning rack. We use the knife to scrape off all of the disgusting, nasty things from it, and then we right click with our hand to grab that, and once we have that, you basically use the elephant hide to craft our awesome armor. So let's go ahead and just grab some of our armor and take a look at that. So let's just go ahead and just do elephant armor. There we go. And also let's grab some of our deer or fur armor. I believe it's called fur armor. There we go. And also the fur helmet with horns, which is actually pretty dang cool. Yet again, these are all 3D armor, so they definitely look a lot more awesome than you would imagine. Alright, so let's go ahead and first put on the elephant chestplate along with the leggings and the boots. So as you can see, this looks already freaking awesome. Now last but not least is put on the elephant helmet. So as you can see, now guys, we're an elephant. Oh my gosh, look at this. That's ridiculous, guys. We have a freaking elephant's face with my beard, and my crown just looks freaking awful. Oh my gosh, and look at our gigantic ears where our cape is fluttering in the wind. Awesome, guys. Alright, so anyways, the fur armor is fairly similar, except it's probably not as insane, but it definitely looks pretty cool. So as you can see, some very cool shading, some eye holes, and definitely a 3D helmet, which just looks awesome on your body. Anyways, we also have the fur with the horns, which you can basically craft by using the fur helmet along with the 2 horns you get from killing the deers to create that armor. Yet again, you can create armor by just using the hide in normal crafting recipes. But anyways, when you put on the fur with the helmet horns, or fur with the horns, you get these awesome antlers on your head, which just look absolutely awesome. That's freaking cool. You can just show up to like your friend, and they would not, like if you have this mod on server, you can just show up to talk to your friend, and they would not take you seriously when you're wearing this armor, because you just look freaking ridiculous. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Anyways, guys, moving on, we have the items which you could craft, such as the horn sword, the ivory sword, and the ivory tool set. Now to craft this, you basically use the ivory along with some sticks to craft the various, tools, and the ivory yet again you could get by killing the elephant or by killing the narwhal, and they do quite a lot of damage. The ivory sword does 6 attack damage, which is similar similar to an iron sword. I think more than an iron sword, I'm not too sure. But anyways, it's less than a diamond, but just as powerful as iron, and all these tools are as powerful as iron. Of course, we have the pickaxe, the axe, the shovel, and the hoe. Very cool. And last but not least, we have the horn sword, which is similar to a wooden sword, a little bit more powerful. But anyways, to craft this, you basically use 2 horns with a stick, and you get the awesome looking horn sword. So guys, that wraps up today's mod spotlight. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'm once again to drop a like or a comment down below. I definitely do appreciate it. If you want to see more of my Minecraft mods, click on the video to the right. If you want to see some of my mods royal videos, click on the video to the left. Also, don't forget to subscribe to become a Twisted and see all my latest videos on your subscription feed. This was Team Twist, and I'll see you later.